How do you get what you want? Everyone seems to want more of something, whether that's food, clothes, a better job, a new car. Maybe it's a happier relationship or more joy or more time in your life. Whatever it is, there is a simple principle that underlies all of it to bring you prosperity in all aspects of your life. That principle governs the spirit world and our eternal world just as it does our physical world. Welcome to Spirit Stories, Conversations with the Unseen. I'm Dr. Jen Bessire. The unseen world is a beautiful, glorious place. The beings there have stories to tell of Jesus, eternity, and the laws that govern all things. I gather those stories to share them with you. Wednesday, 3:18 p.m. I am at Westlake Park in Davenport, Iowa. I'm standing on a wide walkway on a warm May day, wishing that I had a hat to shield my eyes from the sun. Behind me is Railroad Lake, and I am facing a prairie whose story I want to receive. Having prayed, with my iPhone in hand and my mic ready to record what I have received, I am prepared. And before I even finish speaking, a huge male being appears in front of me. Each leg is about 3 feet wide, and he's got to be a good 20 feet tall. He pounds on the ground, opens his mouth to roar, and fire comes out. I automatically put up a big shield of white light to protect myself. I'm just very angry. What do you want? He says. Unfazed, although perhaps I should be a little worried, I calmly reply, "Good day. I don't know if you can see, but I am simply here to gather. I am not here for any harm or trouble. I don't care what you want. This is my land. There is nothing here for you to gather. Go away." "Oh, you're not the guardian," I say. Almost every land that I go to talk to has a guardian who appears first. "No, I am the owner and the overlord. Go away." Not one to be easily deterred, I say, "Tell me about your land. I'm not going to come into your land or your space any further than I am. I will stay right here. I just want to hear your story about your land and how you came to have your position as an overlord." There is a long pause. I realize that I don't think he's quite sure what to make of me. I continue. "I'm actually not trying to deceive you. I am quite clear in my intent. I am simply a gatherer, and so I'm curious as to your story. These stories are fascinating to me, and I find the spirit realm fascinating. I'm a human on earth, and I come into your spirit realm, and I talk to spirits, and they tell me their stories. And then I share them with other humans so that they can know what the spirit world is like." Instead of answering, this very large male form just kind of grumbles, waves his arm at me, turns around, and walks away. Very quickly, down at my right, some other beings who are only a few feet tall say, "We'll tell you, we'll tell you, we'll tell you." They come happily bounding up in front of me. However, this big overlord hears them, even though he's got to be 40 feet away by now. He just turns around, scoops them up in his hand, and grumbles again as he walks away with them. Apparently, I'm not going to be able to gather anything else from this land. But I sit patiently and I wait, and I am blessed. And the Spirit says very quietly, "There is always more, child." "Well," I reply, "maybe you can tell me, how did this land come to be like this? What is its story?" The Spirit replies, "This land has been drunken on the wine of its inhabitants, the wine of evil, the imbibing of glory for its own sake and its own purposes. It has been extremely self-centered, turned inward, focusing on itself, and all that it thinks it is and brings to others. The overlord simply seeks to take what he can from the land, to keep it as his own and for himself. He doesn't understand the principle or the practice of sharing, and that sharing is what brings more. So he hoards and he holds, he coerces, He tries to keep it all as his own. That is how this land is. It started as a place of darkness, and that is what attracted this being to this space. That is all. Hoarding and holding as opposed to sharing. Think of anything that is stagnant or anything that simply seeks to build up itself and its own. How much do you want to be around those things? Sharing is what brings more. Sharing is always what brings more. But how often do we think in reverse? I've even heard this logic from my clients. They want to earn more money so that they have more to give. Now, of course, yes, it is true that the more you have, the more you can give. But the way to have more in the first place is by sharing, by giving, by taking what you have and multiplying it by giving it to others. Not by selling it online on Facebook Marketplace, not by having a garage sale, but by giving it away, especially when you feel a sense of lack, especially when you feel like you have nothing to give and you really need or want more at that time. It doesn't have to be money. It can be your time, your love, your attention. It can be something that you make or that you bake or cook or things you can donate, right, that you no longer use. Recently, I was pondering on the principle of creating a Zion society and wondering how I could do that in this world and in my sphere of where I live right now. As I was praying about it, the Lord's reply was to give away our excess. We have a lot of things in our basement right now that we are very ready to get rid of. Most people go online and sell these things or have a garage sale to get what? $2, $3, $10, maybe $15 for something. That's a trade. You've traded. That's not the same thing as sharing. Take the things that you have that you no longer need or that you no longer are using and share them. Donate them. Give them away. This is the principle that the Overlord in this story wasn't understanding. When we think of lack or when we're focused on ourselves, this also gives us a sense of lack. We have fear. We think that we're not going to have what we need. But God's world is abundant, and His way is to bless everyone. What do you have that you can share with someone else today? Especially think about what you can share in an area of your life where you might be feeling a sense of lack or where you need more. I promise you that as you share, you will be blessed in ways that you could not even imagine. If this has stirred something within you, if you love the idea of these kinds of stories and you wonder how you can have any gift at all like this or what your gifts are, come join my school community. drjenbessire.com/group. There's a free tier where we talk about the gospel and our gifts and coming closer to our Savior. Or you have options for a paid tier where I will guide you through a process for uncovering and developing the gifts you have.